Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a wonderful morning. It is September 8th, 2025, and we got a good one ahead of us. If you don't remember what happened on Friday, you had the non-farms. Everybody freaked out for a little bit. We're still near all-time highs, but you got a pretty big reaction. Gave up pretty much all of the last week, and then you ended up in that range, and like we said, Monday, Tuesday, anything could happen, and over the weekend, I feel like there was a lot more good than bad. You didn't hear too much. You got a little bit of geopolitics, a little bit of political drama, but when it comes to financing and even waking up this morning, there was a lot of business news, good news out of China and elsewhere, and now we are getting ready for another big data week. So even by tomorrow, you're going to start getting some. I think you get the PPI on Thursday, and then we close out the week with the CPI. So chat it, Donia, I hope you're ready. I hope you're rested and had a glorious weekend. But now we are here, my friends. Good morning. What's up, baby? Oh, Chad, Donia, how you doing? Eating run. Dakota, not so gunner, NRG, one good decision, baby. Good morning, Apex, Mr. Edwards, Johnny, Ivy, the strong turn. Yee! Oh, good morning, baby. Dr. James Cash, what's going on? Jose, Mr. Sandberg, winning loser, Leandro, Lucky Soldier. Good morning, baby. What up, T-Dub? How you doing, Mr. Enzo? Good morning, Christian CG, Michael, Roger, Jay, Andrea. Good morning, Kansan. How you doing? Oh, 10%. Let's go. Yes, there's rules today. I think we'll explain it again. But oh yeah. Good morning, Chad at Dawn. Are you ready? Oh, I hope you had a glorious weekend, man. You know, it was good. It's good. Now this week we get a full week. It's actually Monday, not a Monday, Tuesday. So here is now Josh AI with the news. Good morning. Top overnight news, trade tariffs. U.S. softens stance toward India after trade tensions. Trump cites special relationship. Bloomberg, U.S. proposes annual chip export approvals for Samsung. SK Hynix replacing Biden-era waivers. Bloomberg, South Korea eyes U.S.-Japan trade deal as it finalizes its own agreement. Investment package. Reuters, South Korea secures release of detained Korean workers in U.S. raid. Negotiations conclude. Reuters, markets September, historically the worst month for U.S. equities, but Fed rate cuts may boost performance. Bloomberg, Goldman Sachs' Costin says U.S. stock rally poised to extend as small caps laggards play catch-up. Bloomberg, China's stock rally may delay stimulus. PBOC weighs risks after 2015 market crash. Bloomberg, hedge funds bet on yuan rise. Weak U.S. jobs data fuels dollar depreciation expectations. Bloomberg, gold soars to record high of $3,600 amid U.S. rate cut expectations. Debt concerns. FT, India's investors defy tariffs, pouring money into stocks despite trade war risks. NY Times, economy, Japan's economy grows for fifth straight quarter. Prime Minister Ishiba ousted. Bloomberg, China's export growth slows amid fading U.S. tariff truce, relies on diversified demand. Reuters, Eurozone investor morale plummets to lowest since April. Economic worries resurface. Reuters, German exports unexpectedly fall. U.S. demand declines sharply due to tariffs. Reuters, UK new higher wages grow at slowest pace in 4 years. Job market weakens. Bloomberg, France's financial woes. Spending cuts and tax hikes push government to the brink. NY Times, central banks. Top Fed chair candidate Hassett questions U.S. central bank's independence, warns of credibility risks. Bloomberg, SNB hesitant to reinstate negative rates, focusing on undesirable effects. Reuters, geopolitics, Japanese PM resigns after election losses. U.S. trade deal in place, future uncertain. Reuters, Trump hints at potential second phase of Russia. Sanctions over Ukraine war. Reuters, French PM faces confidence vote. Minority government likely to fall over budget cuts. CNBC, U.S. envoy sends Hamas new hostage deal proposal via Israeli peace activist. Axios, corporate McDonald's bets on cheaper meals, hoping to lure back inflation hit customers. Axios, Washington, U.S. government shutdown looms as Republicans and Democrats
clash over funding strategies, Politico.
That was quick. That was quick. There's more. Good morning. S&P futures there by 0.2. Monday morning trading comes after U.S. equities finished lower on Friday, though major indexes did end off their worst levels. In addition, S&P still up for the fourth time in the last 5 weeks, while the Nasdaq managed to snap a 2-week losing streak, gaining more than 1%. Treasuries firmer with some curve steepening, yields down 2 to 3 basis points, dollars off by 0.1, gold is up by 0.2, Bitcoin up by 0.6, and WTI up 2% as OPEC output decision was flagged last week. No big directional drivers in play as market awaits for August inflation data out this week. Bullish talking points continues to revolve around near-term Fed easing, favorable earnings, revision trends, positive macro surprise momentum, consumer resilience, outsized AI capex, outsays corporate buybacks, and elevated retail impulse. Bearish talking points revolve around sticky inflation, tariff uncertainty, seasonal headwinds, stretch systematic long positioning, supply headwinds, upward pressure on long-term yields, and global political uncertainty. A lot of discussion in the press about recent evidence of labor market softening, though not enough to drive expectations for a 50 basis point rate cut next week. Fed is still under scrutiny from the Trump admin, with Bessent warning that the central bank has put its own independence at risk via overuse of non-standardized policies. Trade headlines have leaned somewhat hawkish, with expansion of steel and aluminum tariffs reportedly threatening U.S.-EU trade truce, and China not willing to make any meaningful concessions. More AI scrutiny with report on OpenAI's cash burn. New York Fed 1-year inflation expectations on the economic calendar this morning. NFIB small business optimism out on Tuesday, while the focus will be on the preliminary annual payrolls benchmark revision. Treasury also selling $58 billion of 3-year notes. August PPI out on Wednesday. In addition, Treasury selling $39 billion of 10-year notes. August CPI initial claims out on Thursday. Treasury also selling $22 billion of 30-year bonds. And then preliminary Michigan consumer sentiment also out on Friday. No Fed speak this week, with the central bank blackout period ahead of next week's FOMC, and the market is fully pricing in 25 basis points for September. Very quiet in terms of corporate news. Oracle and Adobe, the high-profile reporters this week, while Apple is holding a product event on Tuesday. The information reported a big ramp in cash burn estimates at OpenAI, App, Hood, and EME to join the S&P 500. PNC to acquire Colorado's first bank in transaction valued at $4.1 billion. Sats up big on news to sell AWS 4 and H-Block Spectrum licenses to SpaceX for $17 billion in cash and stock. BXP/quarterly dividend. PSKY reportedly looking for ways to revitalize networks like MTV, Comedy Central, and Nickelodeon as part of broader revamp. FHFA said to be rehiring some employees it fired earlier this year as they ramp up preparations for $30 billion listing of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. Gap CEO told the Financial Times the company is looking to expand Gap chain in the U.S. and overseas. Ava, Habibi. I know, not bad, not too many headlines for weekend. Not bad, Habibi. A pre-market moving. Wow. So Sats, that's the one you keep hearing about. They sold pretty much their licenses to SpaceX. They got cash in stock, worth pretty much more than what they are. So that one's a big one. They're up 15. I think they're up 30 now. APP is up by 9 to join S&P 500. Hood is up by 8 to S&P. Baidu is up by 7.5. Bloomberg reports Apple working with Baba and Baidu to launch Apple Intelligence in China by year-end. TRU is up by 4 to join S&P Midcap 400. NTNX up 37, added to S&P Midcap 400. Baba is up 3.5. Apple, Baba, Baidu, and Apple Intelligence in China by year-end. KC up 3.2. ACGL is up by 3. Increased share repurchase authorization. Chewy is up by 2.5. Mizuho upgrade. EME is up by 2 to join S&P 500. UNH up 1.4, reaffirms prior EPS guidance. COO is up by 1.4, insider buys. Vive is up by 1.0, JP Morgan upgrade. QuantumScape up 20. QuantumScape and PowerCode to debut solid-state batteries in Ducati motorcycle at IAA Mobility. PL is up by 15 off earnings. PINC up at 9.7. Patient Square Capital, early stages of considering acquisition. NVCR is up by 7.4, insider buy. IDYA is up by 6.8, interim phase 2 data in neoadjuvant setting of primary uveal melanoma. Open Door is up by 5, GStat 4.9, Q2 up 4.4, S&P Midcap 600, NE is up by 4.2 to join S&P Small Cap 600, Goose is up 4.2, TD Cohen upgrade, Way is up by 3 to join S&P Small Cap 600, STNG 2.7, Bank of America upgrade. New scale up 10 or 2. Wrap up 159. Phase 2 trial. Patients with focal onset seizures meets primary endpoint. MCRB is up by 20. Nestle Health and a mole offered to acquire Series Therapeutics. Insider Par de la Place citing letter to Sears board. LDI is up by 15. PLCE is up by 12.5 off earnings. DNTH is up by 10.6. Data for closterpubant for the phase 2 MAGIC trial and generalized myasthenia gravis. MBOT is up by 9.9. Playboy is up by 9.8. Awarded $81 million in damages in arbitration against former licensee. ONCY is up by 8.5. Clinical translation data from 3 metastatic colorectal cancer studies. SLDP up by 5. Equity distribution $150 million to common stock. Kala is up by 3.8. Mizuho initiates outperform. Gold and silver related stocks trading higher. Summit is down by 18.7. Data from phase 3 trial. BXP down 4.3. Cuts quarterly dividend at Investor Day. NCLH down 2.6. Registered direct offering. Notes offering and debt tender. MSTR down 2.4. Not added to S&P 500. NVO down 1.7. FDA said tightening oversight of imports of obesity drug ingredients. KGS down 3.7. 10 million offering by EQT. Wix down 2.4. Proposed offering 750 million convertible notes. New NUVB down 1.3. New data phase 2 trial. NFE down 21 off earnings. ARAI down 6.3. Board authorizes repurchase of 10 million. RECT down 4.9. Bitcoin strategy. And then cable tower names all trading lower off of the Spectrum thing. Oh yeah, they all got clobbered. I thought they would have done better. But other than that, Chadatonia. It's not bad. It's not bad. Like I said, over the weekend, we talked about what could happen with the non-farms and the reaction into Monday, Tuesday. You got a decent amount of headlines over the weekend, but they were all generally chill and now getting you ready for this week. So nothing crazy. You got some good China news. We didn't watch any escalation with Russia, China, and all of that. That was kind of a big deal on Thursday, Friday. So we'll see where it all leads us. But Chatadonia, oh, we got great time. Oh, yeah. So I got a couple of plays I'm going to be watching. We'll go over them here in a little bit. But if you have any questions, now would be your time. Otherwise, I hope you had a good weekend, baby. Oh, man. Wasn't it good? It was good. You didn't have a long one. So your schedule is all the same this weekend now. Oh, yeah. We got a lot of time. Our Argentina peso slumps 7% at open after Milei loses local vote. How are they going to get rid of him? Is Josh the GOAT? No, Jesus is the GOAT. I support Jesus. I'm a big fan. I'm like a Jesus fan, like a Jesus stan. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got posters. I know all the songs, all the psalms. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan. You have no idea. So that's it. And yeah, I don't really like goats in general. Like the actual farm animal goats. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. I didn't think Milei lost. I think he lost like a local vote or something. But yeah, the peso's down 7. That's not good. Why would they want to get rid of Milei? I thought Milei actually did surprisingly good, even though everybody thought he was going to be crazy. No update on stream alerts, unfortunately. I wish there was, man. But after this week, we're either going to have to remove everybody in Texas, or we're going to have to find another way to do it. But unfortunately, the legislation is still giving us some issues. It's good to know you won't ride a goat. Why? It's personal preference. I didn't. Is there like a strategic advantage? And I hate them. I tell you that one time, bro, I went to go feed them and I fed the goats, and like, dude, they're just so vicious. And they're not like, they bothered me. I could not do it. So that was kind of the issue. That was our issue. But how else was your guys' weekend? I need to make some phone calls this week. We had a couple more, some of the Chads, some of the founding fathers. They might be helping me out with the farm, because we still need to get some animals there. But yeah, hopefully you guys saw the video. I posted it finally. A 1 week delay. But if you didn't watch, or if you haven't been subscribed there, you could see if you wanted to go to the meetup. My wife had surgery. Oh man, I hope she's okay. I hope you're good too, man. Get ready to help her out this week. Surgery's brutal, man. But it's good. After a week, you'll be fine. You'll be good. You watched it? I know you were waiting for that one, man. I liked it. I thought it was a fun, I don't know. I was good because this week it was a different week, but oh yeah, I enjoyed it. It brought it all back. You guys thought I was tripping, huh, too, about the animals. That's what somebody said. They were like, I thought Josh was like a bitch, and then I saw that spider. Yeah, that spider was crazy, bro. Yeah, that wasn't a normal spider, bro. I've never seen one that big in my life. So other than that, it was good, man. A great Pirates. We would need a dog, yeah. I didn't say that. Oh no, dude, that thing was big. Somebody else said it though. I'm glad the spider put respect on our name. I thought it was cool. It was kind of freaky, but yeah. Somebody kept laughing in the background. Are you kidding? Are you serious? They were laughing? Oh, dude, I'm gonna go back. I'll find them and we'll punish them. No way. You mean to tell they were laughing as we were all hanging out together in our small group, not for the internet? Oh, are you serious? That's insane. They like actually laughed and we recorded it? That's amazing. In Texas? Yeah, bro, it's BS. So, cause you guys already signed everything. Like, we don't run a low bar here at Stream Alerts. But Texas changed the law on like spam providing. So the penalties, like if you didn't have opt-ins and all that, it's like really intense. And then yeah, so it went into effect on September 1st. And that's it. So a lot of like phone providers that anybody sends the text, a lot of them, that's why it's not just the company I use. That's what I've been checking. They have kind of paused service to Texas in the meantime. So yeah, like Stream Alerts goes to everybody else still, but everybody in Texas, you guys got screwed. I should go to the bathroom. Still watching, baby. Let's go and get the long term. So the long term's been good. Again, well, even on the trading fraternity, anytime I make changes on the long term, we'll post it there. But even for the market, I think at this point, we didn't have a watch list yesterday. I'll have one for you guys today. But when it's all said and done, you got to. This week is just all leading into CPI, but I would start thinking about the end of the year. So if you have been watching the watch list, we've talked about it. We've talked about the data. Remember, last Friday was the non-farms, and like I'm showing you, just even Monday, we're already looking pretty good. So anything can happen here, but I would say that, end of the year is fast approaching, and there's a lot of themes coming up. The market is getting a lot of what it wants. So before you know it, a lot of people are going to start looking at other things. So just right when you think we're ready to start following the data, the market is just going to start following something else. So yeah, but we're close to the end of the year, man. We are very, very close to the end of the year, and that's going to come with a lot of changes. So that being said, I do need to go to the bathroom, but I think I could do that when we get to Gen Pop, baby. Oh, I need to get a horn too. Hold on. I almost forgot. Oh, yeah. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm in the call. Hey. So, Chatadonia, are you ready? Are you feeling blessed? You woke up today. Are you kidding me? That's a blessing right there, bro. That's a blessing right there. And here at Chatadonia and the cult, before we chase a dollar, before we try to enrich ourselves, we must pay homage to a very special group of people that has made a sacrifice that most of us never have and ever will. And I am talking about the veterans of the United States of America. So on behalf of the cult, man, this is big. I love it, man. And veterans, all of y'all who reach out to me, bro, I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. And that's why I'm saying, man, I didn't every single week you guys open my eyes to more and more. And even then, how many veterans I've seen who just didn't even know what they had at their disposal. God bless you, but for real, man, it is your turn to own the land. So veterans, thank you for your service, man. Thank you for your commitment. It's actually a real one, and it means a lot. And I do this every morning to remind everybody that it would be futile to do the work that we do and to try to do all this business and all these different things if you didn't really have freedom. So I think it's very crucial. I think it's important. But one thing lately that I've been telling a lot of the veterans and the people who have served and given everything for this nation is that it is now your turn to own it. You have fought for it. You have done everything necessary for the survival of this land, my friend. And now it is your turn to own a piece of it. So God bless you. I hope all of you take advantage of it and get involved and start doing that. But at the very least, for both myself and everybody else in here listening, I hope y'all show this love. And I hope veterans, you know you're loved and appreciated. And every single one of you who hasn't served, I hope you could bring this love and support into real life. Use your voice, use your honor, because again, if you can't honor those who given up everything, I would argue society has already failed at that point. So God bless you all, my veterans. It is time to own your part now too, and thank you for everything you have given, especially even your families as well too. God bless every single one of you, and big shout out to everybody else out there giving back to their local communities, all the doctors, nurses, teachers, firefighters, police officers, the janitors, the coaches, the garbage men, anybody making their community run. God bless you and thank you. But ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Place your right hand over your heart. Say it with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all, baby. Son of a bitch! Oh, it's game time, baby! Horn! Oh, God bless America. God bless Chatadonia. God bless Monday. God bless God. Oh, yeah. Good morning. You're up a quarter. I think it'll be a good day. I think we'll have a good day. So, Chatadonia, are you ready? Y'all ready for that? Bow down now. Bow, 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 bow. Everybody, long time. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, bow, bow. All right, baby. I'll see you at Gen Pop. You got a lot of time, though. You got 7 minutes. I think we got a lot of time. We'll go over plays, anything else in between, and then we'll have a good time. What up, Victor? What up? Good morning. Everybody, long time. Bow, 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 bow. That's it. That's how you start Monday, baby. All right, Chad. I'll see you there. We're already too hyped. Good morning.